Hey, Commander, what is your expertise in the field of diamonds?
Hottest substance found in nature. They cut glass. Suggest marriages. I suppose it replaced the dog as a girl's best friend. That's about it.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Real Screen Team. I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm here with my partner in crime, Christopher Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
And we're back to our final Sean Connery Bond movie.
Yep.
In this Bondathon with Diamonds Are Forever.
Yep. Finally, this journey is over. And I'm actually kind of sad that it is.
Yeah. Yep. His last movie back.
With proper Eon Productions.
Yep. Yep. So, you want to get to the overview?
Sure. Diamonds Are Forever is a 1971 spy film based on the 1956 novel of the same name written by Ian Fleming. The film was produced by Harry Saltzman and Albert R. Broccoli and directed by Guy Hamilton. The film was adapted by Richard Maibaum and Tom Mankiewicz.
Yeah, Tom Mankiewicz.
The film stars Sean Connery in his sixth and final Eon film as James Bond. Connery returned to the role after George Lazenby declined to continue playing the role of James Bond. Connery was paid at that time a then record of $1.25 million as a salary to return.
You want to give the synopsis?
Sure. Bond impersonates a diamond smuggler to infiltrate a smuggling ring and soon uncovering a plot by his old enemy, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, to use the diamonds to build a space-based laser weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Connery's back, and he's in full form, and he and if you count Our Majesty's Secret Service, when he was George Lazenby, he's out for revenge, the opening part, for what Blofeld did to his wife
Tracy.
Yeah, spoiler.
Well, not full spoiler, but bad things happened. Bad things happened.
Yeah. Yeah, so then after that he's back to the charming self.
Yeah, we actually see Connery back in full force. You know, he's motivated. And, you know, it's really good. Plus, like I said in Thunderball, this is quite possibly the most quippy we have seen Bond. Just great line after great line. It's just good. The only thing that I find weird with Connery is how much he drastically aged in just 4 years.
Yeah.
He's looking like old man Bond. And I thought only Roger Moore was old man Bond by the end of his run.
Yeah. Talk about the Bond girls.
Sure. Well, Jill St. John is Tiffany Case.
Yeah, she was pretty entertaining, even though she didn't really do all that much in the climax, but she was at least there from the start for all the adventure, and she was hot too. On there.
Yeah,
a little. I also remember. Yep. I also knew her from the Batman '66 show where she drugged Batman, where he did the Bat Tootsie for his pilot episode. Yep. Yeah. So I thought she was good.
I mean, she was good, but I don't know. Didn't necessarily appeal to me.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. And, of course, the other,
Lana Wood.
yes, as Plenty O'Toole.
Yeah, I like between between the two. Lana Wood was better looking. Had Plenty O'Toole.
And, dear God, she really got the shaft in this film.
Yeah.
She really was done dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, did they really have... Did she really have to be a casualty in this whole plot?
Well, that happens off screen.
I mean, really. I mean, and it all involves something with a pool. Whether she's being thrown off of several stories into a pool or drowned via pool. I mean, did they really have to do her that dirty? I would have I would have preferred Bond have two Bond girls.
Yeah.
You know, on this adventure. And could you imagine the cat fights and whatnot that could go along with both of these girls trying to get with him?
Yep.
That would have been interesting. But no.
Yeah, we didn't see enough of her with her clothes off or any. Yep, so she takes off her clothes, she gets thrown into a pool there, and then when we see her again, she's
Casualty.
Yeah.
Just really messed up. Just really
Yeah.
messed up. Though, with Bond, the Bond girls, the Bond villain, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, played by...
Charles Gray.
Why? Why is Charles Gray playing Blofeld?
Plastic surgery. Might be.
I mean, God almighty. Why? We've had 2 films in a row with a bald man playing Blofeld. We had Donald Pleasance, and we had freaking Kojak play Blofeld. How do you explain him going from bald head to gray hair, full head of gray hair? How do you explain this?
Alone that there were multiple of him.
Yeah, which is weird and wasn't necessary. Why do you need several of your Spectre agents to go through plastic surgery to look just like you?
And also,
With your own cat.
and your own, and use your voice. How did they get your voice?
What's this necessary? I mean, don't get me wrong, Charles Gray is great. I mean, but for some reason, he doesn't feel like Blofeld to me. It just... What did you think?
I thought his performance was enjoyable. I thought he had some Blofeld moments here and there when it was just him and Bond, not him and Bond.
I swear.
Yep.
And why in God's name did at one point he dress in drag to get away from the situation? Blofeld wouldn't do that.
Yeah, let alone that Tiffany catches him. Or should she say he catches her, and they feel like having a girl talk.
It's so weird. So weird.
Yep, and then talk about his henchmen.
Ah, yes. Mr. Wint and Mr. Kidd, played by Bruce Glover and Putter Smith, respectively.
Yep, the first gay assassin couple in Bond.
I think the only?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I actually like these two. They seem so unsettling and weird, but they're also kind of cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that they always refer to each other as Mr. Oh, the scorpion.
Yeah.
Yes, let's use the scorpion.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you say, Mr. Kid? Absolutely, Mr. Wint.
Yeah, with them just holding hands.
Yeah, and Mr. Wint putting on perfume and kind of becoming jealous when Mr. Kid says, "Oh, she's rather lovely for a woman."
Yep, and then of course, they were the more competent assassins. They killed almost everyone except for Bond, the only one that they can't. They're there every time they go see someone to get someone killed. They make sure that they get killed. But
Yeah.
but when it comes to Bond, they're like, oh, we'll just go.
Yeah, they just think, oh, we put him in the casket for him to be turned into ashes. Let's go. It's done. Are you sure about this? This is James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has he gotten out of there's a no way that you're going to get out of this situation?
And they would have almost gotten away with it if Bond didn't give them fake diamond. And the guy would have not been pissed off.
I swear, it just...
My question was, how did the guy know that Bond was in the casket, ready to get burned up?
I know, right?
He just comes out of nowhere. He's like, you gave us fake diamonds. I'm like, okay, so that's your problem? Not him getting burned
not
up?
me almost getting burnt alive. That's the thing that's not making you concerned right now. It's the fact that the diamonds are fake. Okay.
Yep, and then they do it again. When they put them underneath the ground.
I swear. They with how competent these men were when it came to taking out the lights of like Shady Tree, the stand-up comic, or
Plenty.
yeah, Plenty, Dr. Matz
Yeah.
with the freaking scorpion, Mrs. Witzler.
Mm-hmm.
They actually did those in very... They did those very concise, very well, and they made sure that it was done.
Mm.
But the 2 times you run into Bond and you see that this man is able to get out of situations that no normal person could get out of, you don't stay to make sure it goes through. Come on, man. Come on. You work for Spectre. I would think that after the first few times that Spectre has run into Bond and finding out, oh, this guy's a lot more cunning than we thought, find a better way to make sure he goes down.
Which they try to in the climax.
Yeah, and oh my, as far as henchman deaths, that was far more brutal.
Yeah.
One man gets burnt alive and another man gets blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we should talk about the Allies.
Oh, yes. Well, Norman Burton and as Felix Leiter.
He's next to the Goldfinger one as my least favorite. Felix. He didn't
Sorry,
have much,
Cecil.
he didn't have many personality
Yeah.
there, except for after Bond was done fighting Bambi and Thumper. That was like the only time he had real personality.
And speaking of Bambi and Thumper, Willard White, played by Jimmy Dean.
Where you want your sausage.
Yes, that Jimmy Dean, country music star, TV host, actor, sausage entrepreneur, Jimmy Dean. And he was great playing Willard White.
Yep. Yep. And yeah, it was funny and sometimes really stupid. Like when they're trying, when he gets out of his mansion or whatever, they had a Bullfell was trying to get assassins to try to kill him. They're like shooting, like standing around, looking around, like what's going on? Dude,
People are trying to kill you, man.
get out of the way.
You're just a pawn in this plan. Blofeld is making sure to kill all the pawns.
Yep, and then of course Bullfell also pretends to be him with the voice.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yep, and then which Willard gets a hold of once he gets back to the science stuff, saying, "Who told you that? You did. I didn't tell you no such thing."
I didn't tell you no such thing. Though, with talking about White, you brought up Bambi and Thumper.
Yeah.
White's bodyguards, played by Lola Larson and Trina Parks, respectively. They were actually cool and interesting. Yeah, you just have two bikini-clad women, you know, just ready to run those hands with you. And they actually do pretty well in fighting Connery.
Yep.
If only they hadn't fallen into that pool and him essentially being like, oh, okay, yeah, bring you back up for air. Yeah, bring you back for air.
They were really good except for their weakness, the pool.
Yeah.
And then
God, that was a lot of people's weaknesses in this film, huh?
Yep. And then the MI6, all the MI6 cast was back.
Yep. And once again, great as usual. You know, Bernard Lee is M, Desmond Levwin is Q, and Lois Maxwell is Miss Moneypenny.
Yep. She only appears in one scene.
Yeah, and it's weird enough she's disguised.
Yeah.
And they're kind of pushing more into that kind of, she's actually kind of in love with Bond type of thing that we would actually see in the first non-Connery film. But we'll go more into that a bit later.
Yep. And should we talk about the good, or are we missing anyone else? I think we pretty much got it.
Yeah, we kind of went over everything that is essentially... Oh, we almost forgot about the villain plan.
Yeah.
The fact that you use diamonds to make a satellite laser to essentially take out major areas that have nuclear weapons. So then you can essentially take over. I mean, that's kind of genius. Though using a cassette tape to do it.
Yeah, that was...
I don't know if that is dumb and silly or genius. It's dumb and silly, but at the same time, that's kind of impressive. A cassette tape was almost the world's undoing. And of course, during the course of seeing various places getting attacked, the scene in China.
The guard gets put on fire.
How did he get put on fire? And he's just running as he's on fire. This is never explained. Oh, man. But going into kind of the negatives, I mean, yeah. Gray didn't feel like Blofeld to me.
Yeah.
No.
Not enough.
Plenty was wasted.
Yeah.
Why was everyone being killed in the smuggler ring? I mean, I guess in some cases I get it, so you make sure there's no loose ends and that no one could potentially be, blackmailed or tortured into giving away information. But, I mean, what if you didn't have enough diamonds? What if, once you succeed at this one, you might want to do other diamond-themed villainy? You just killed off, expert smugglers in getting you the diamonds.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't like a freaking bank heist where you want, more of a cut, so you start taking out everybody, a la The Dark Knight. This is different.
Yeah.
And also the fact that Tiffany didn't do anything important in the final third.
Yeah.
She was more of a hindrance
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
being helpful.
Like switching the wrong tapes.
Causing herself to fall off of the platform. Yeah, she made it off safely, but you couldn't hold the gun a bit better?
And helping Bond on that final climax with the henchman.
Yeah, there should have been more Mr. Wint and Mr. Kidd in this film.
Yeah. Yeah. You almost forget that they were there until they show up again.
Yeah, the main boss or villain got away or is dead. Let's avenge him in some type of way. Okay. Huh. Okay.
But you want to do the scores?
Sure.
So review.
I hope I don't get flack for this. I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. But it just wasn't. This one just didn't feel as good as far as an overall story. I mean, some things were good. The quips were great. All the freaking fight Bond has in that elevator is fantastic. But other than that, I don't know, some things just weren't clicking with me with this one.
I give this an 8 out of 10. I really liked it mainly because this was the first one I remember watching all the way through the Diamonds Are Forever movie, and I didn't know it was his last one. Although the reason it doesn't get full 10 because not enough plenty on there, her being dead and everything, and along with so Blofeld's weird plan. But other than that, I enjoyed it. But if you thought our opinions were different, just look us up. Just comment on Facebook, comment on our YouTube channel, like, comment, and subscribe, and share, and comment on our YouTube stuff. See if we're wrong or not. And we need more subscribers.
Yeah.
But, oh, you go.
What, want me to roll us out?
Yep.
Sure. Thank you all for coming. Definitely come back and watch us again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It definitely goes a long way. Thank you all. Let's fade to black.
Diamonds are forever.